Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and this is why we still shouldn't do podcasts here. Hi.
Howdy.
Hello.
Ahoy
Hello.
hoy.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm
we're
I'm
coming at
Josh
you.
from Product Placement Paranoia.
Oh, we're going right to the.
Yeah, hi. Who are you guys
We're
again?
coming at you several days after New Year's. I am Conquest of Stargarnet Studios. Welcome.
And I am Cap of the Automatic Machines and the Electric Boogaloo Orchestra.
Electric Boogaloo Orchestra. I love that. It's
You
like
can't tell that
second
he's
to
jealous
the
of my
automatic
good
machines.
voice.
Lovely.
So jealous.
Love lively. But we'll talk about
Blake
that another
Lively?
time.
Nah, dude, she's taken. I think Ryan Reynolds married her.
Married to Love Live?
Aren't
Love
they getting
Live's
a
an anime,
divorce,
you
aren't they?
know? But we'll get to that
Aren't they
at
getting
some
a
point in time.
divorce?
No, dude, they just had like another kid. They have like 3 kids already.
Who,
Yeah,
Ryan
having kids
Reynolds
doesn't mean
and
that they don't get
Blake
divorced. You can't
Lively?
nurse all fucking people would know that.
Who would have
No,
thought?
you have kids when you're in a loving marriage. When you're in a loving marriage, you have as many kids as you can. Why would you
Fucking
insinuate
Chris Pratt and that's her name off of Mom.
Uh,
the older lady? Oh God, I can't remember her name. She was in
Anna Faris?
She older. Yes, yeah, Anna first. I remember when she was like young, hot
Oh, the
thing.
scary movie, yeah.
Yeah, scary movie. She was pretty hot. Fucking loved her in that. She was hot and she was funny.
Fuck.
I remember when
Emphasis
that movie
on
came out. That was great.
yeah, and like, was it like 2000 or something, or was it earlier?
1999.
Yeah, 1999. I was close. I was dark fucking close.
2000?
Jesus.
First one came out in 1999.
2000. What the fuck are you talking about? It was summer of 2000.
Were you even alive then?
It was July of 2000. I bet you money.
I think I was still shitting my diapers in 1999.
July, scary movie
But I was a dumbass kid,
release
so.
date. July 7, 2000.
Wait a minute,
Motherfucker.
Nut.
Motherfucker.
Oh!
I stand corrected.
Hell yeah.
Goddamn right you
It
do.
was still over 20 years ago.
So,
Shut the fuck up.
if we're going to, you know what? Before we get started, how was New Year's Eve for you guys? How'd it go during the
So hungover.
times of
I had to work.
uncertainty?
We are recording. Well, I'm back to drinking. We're recording this as of the
Yes,
first,
first.
Yeah.
and I am
The first.
just now getting over my hangover because I'm
Damn.
blitzed.
Damn. What about you, Cap?
I'm another year older, shorter of breath, and one day closer to death.
And a
Okay.
whole hell of a lot less wise.
For me, I'm feeling quite Blake Lively.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't know. I'm just feeling happy. I'm glad that 2020 is behind me, and 2021. I just have to wait like 7 or 8 or 9 more months until I get the vaccine, and then I can stop wearing a mask in public and show my ugly face to everyone.
Just because you get the vaccine doesn't mean you can stop wearing the mask.
What was
I
that?
guess.
Stop wearing a mask without the vaccine?
No, it's just I want to make people throw up, because you know my face
By
is
taking off your mask, right?
my face is
definitely do it.
ugly, and yeah, I just butchered that joke.
Yeah, good setup there.
Anyways, so wait, you know what I
Kinda
did for
rough.
New Year's Eve? I just stayed home and drank,
Loser.
watched some shitty ass comedies.
You mean you didn't drink and drive like a real man?
No, because I'm not a piece of fucking shit.
I agree, you are a piece of shit.
I said I'm not.
No.
People
you
who
said you're a
do
piece of
that are
shit.
pieces of
It's
fucking
canon now.
shit. You guys do anything special for New Year's Eve, or what? What the fuck?
Drink heavily?
Drink heavily. Okay. What else? Did you work?
Drink
Did you
heavily.
jerk off? Did you watch the New Year's special?
yeah.
Yeah, work-
Does the day
I
end
worked
in
till
Y?
I watched Anderson Cooper embarrass himself on national television.
Did he get drunk?
That was great. Yeah, I think so. Him and some other dweeb who wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Was it his husband?
I don't know. Was it? They
No,
don't
actually,
seem
no,
to
wait,
have
the
good
Cooper
chemistry
here,
with
too.
each other. They're like
That
Hayden
would probably
Christensen
be
and
up
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, hardy har har.
Please don't look that up.
We
What?
know that you're making a Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
The
Will there
sacred
have-
texts.
Will there ever be a time where we talk about Star Wars? Or
No.
no?
We're just going to reference it heavily and never actually address it.
Good idea. I actually watched a bit of Return of the Jedi.
Nope, we're not going to discuss it. We're just going to reference
Okay.
it.
I just wanted to say that I watched a bit of it, and it was something I watched.
Oh, Anderson Cooper and his boyfriend had broken up in 2018. I didn't hear about that.
What?
Aww.
Aw, dude,
sad.
bummer.
No, right?
I thought gay people had great relationships. While us straight
Let's
people
not
have...
discuss
Hey,
that.
Hey, it's not homophobic if it's positive.
That's still a stereotype.
But it's a good
Right.
stereotype, like how black people are good at basketball, or Asians
It's
are good at
still a terrible
calculus,
stereotype.
Yeah.
You can't
Or-
say that.
or like
No.
white people are good at being privileged. See? That's
Oh, him
it's
and,
not racist because racism would involve discriminating and being hateful towards someone based on their
That's still
race.
discriminating.
Yeah, no,
Not
him
really.
and his boyfriend have been together for years. Like way back in his ABC days kind of years. He was one of the first openly gay journalists. His boyfriend was there the entire time.
What about his LGBTQ plus? You know what? I'm done. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm
Hell,
just gonna
I
stop
remember
talking.
I remember when Tim Cook reportedly had gone to him for advice about coming out. When the CEO of the biggest tech company on the planet is coming to you for advice about something, then you know that you're a pretty prominent member of that community.
Just so I
All the
don't get
people who
completely
don't know
shit
who
on.
Tim Cook is. Why don't you tell us, Conquest?
Sorry, before he tells anyone, just
oh,
to let you know, I have gay friends, so don't hate on me
For
saying
fuck's
things.
sake, really?
Well, that's a good way to get away with
Okay,
the
I
shit
have
I
black
said.
friends. I can
Anyways,
say
go
the
ahead,
N-word.
Conquest. Oh
Tim
my
Cook has
god!
been Tim Cook has been with Apple since 1998. He was the senior VP back then, and in 2011, when Steve Jobs grew that tumor in his colon,
And he
Tim
croaked
Cook
like a
was over.
frog.
That's just cruel.
Tim Cook has
Hey,
led
he's
Apple
white,
to
so it's
the most
okay.
successful decade in the company's history. He's an incredibly successful and accomplished businessman.
He also likes to pander to everyone.
I mean, do they want their product to sell? I mean, you kind of have to pander to a crowd one way or another.
Yeah, best way to make money, I guess.
Well, it's not fuck you, I'm making it the way I want, deal with it. That's definitely not the
Yes.
path to success.
Yeah, but there's gotta be like a middleman, right? Speaking of Apple and people working in Apple, I got a new iPhone, the iPhone 11, for free no less. I switched
You were
to
just talking shit about Apple.
Also
well, yeah,
probably
I hate
probably-
Apple, but I can't get out of the religion. I can't get out of the cult. It's like Scientology, you know. You
Blink
guys
3
understand,
times
right?
if you need help.
Okay. I blinked 3 times. Did you see it?
Okay.
Well, I don't know why you guys are shitting on Tim
Bullshit.
Cook. He's a billionaire who's planning on donating every fucking dime of it to charity.
I don't know. Maybe I just hate
I'm not
rich
shitting
people
on
in
him.
general.
I'm indifferent. I mean, he is, you know.
It makes
he's
me
a
wish I
person.
was rich so I'd have a good reason to hate myself.
You just have no reason to hate yourself
You
currently.
do have a good reason to hate yourself. You're not rich.
Why would me not being rich mean I hate myself? I live a very comfortable life. I have some cool electronics.
I'm.
You have a toilet that sings to you. No, you don't. Therefore, you have a reason
No,
to
no,
hate
no.
yourself.
I can just tape my iPod on the toilet and play music from the
You have an
shitty
iPod?
speakers. Yeah,
What
I have
store?
an iPod Classic. I also have an iPod Touch, and now I have another iPod Touch, which was originally an iPhone. iPhone
That's not
6S
an
to be
iPod.
precise.
It's not an iPod Touch. It's an iPhone 6S that you use for music.
But now it's an iPod Touch because it doesn't have cellular data, and I can't
Okay.
use it outside for the internet
not
and
what-
shit.
That's not
You
what
could still-
separated the iPods from the iPhone.
Yes, it is. Deal with it.
You could still dial 911 with it.
I can? Maybe I
Yes.
should try it. Hold on
Don't.
1 second.
For that matter, you can dial 911 on a fucking 7th gen iPod.
Really?
Yeah, the one that came out in 2019. It's actually just running on a modified version of the iOS for the one that came out in XR and the SE2 and all of those iPhones before the 11 and 12s.
It's ringing.
You don't fucking. Oh my
You
god.
did not
Hello,
call
911. Help me. 2 idiots are bullying me. Help. No, it's online. Wait.
Fucking
Hello?
retard.
Oh my god.
Don't say the
Wow.
R word.
Even like
Oh my god.
so that iPod Touch, like they still get fucking updates. It runs on iOS 14.
I have an iPad and it
has an
hasn't been
A10.
updated for like centuries because they've
Why
stopped
the-
updating
well,
for the
it's
iPad, so
iPad.
it's a piece of shit.
They just released the iPad 9. It like just came out.
Yeah, well, the iPad, should I say, I got that one from like 7, 8 years ago. I think it was 7 years ago. And
Hey guys.
it's a pile of shit.
Would you buy a pirate from the Apple Store?
A pirate from the Apple Store?
Yeah, would you buy him from the Apple Store?
I don't know. I would buy an apple from the pirate store.
Yar. You buy
Yar.
a pirate from the Apple Store. You buy him an eye patch.
An eye
I'm gonna
patch.
stab you.
Ah, I see where you're going with that.
I'm gonna stab you.
Were you the purple shirted eye stabber or something? Anyone read Cyanide and Happiness? That was a shit
You
back
know it's a
then.
reference to a 50s song, right?
Oh. Wasn't that the Purple People Eater or something?
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, that was my ex's nickname.
Oh, cool.
Surprise me. Oh, world's most subtle insult, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. It's so
Wasn't
subtle
at
that-
all.
So subtle that it'll
buddy.
blow your fucking mind. Sorry, I
Danielle,
I ran out of
sorry.
funniness. That's all the funniness I can give out.
You ever had one?
You know, I have issues trying to think up jokes off the top of my head. That's a problem. I have serious issues with that.
Wait,
And that's
issues?
why we should do a podcast.
Oh, speaking of which,
Did you say issues?
yes,
Somebody
issues.
roll credit.
Roll
Somebody
credits.
roll credit. I refuse to move on. Please roll credit. Thank you.
Shut the fuck up. No, we agreed that we wouldn't say that anymore.
You
What,
agreed
roll
that
credits?
you wouldn't say that anymore. I didn't agree to shit.
Yeah, no, I didn't sign that contract.
Well, you signed it now, so there you go. Take that.
I don't have a pen.
Oh, credit. No, my neighbors hate me.
Do you have issues with me, man? Do you have issues with me?
Oh, I have issues.
Should I blow you into oblivion, like beautiful oblivion?
I don't know. I'm still
Damn it.
mad at myself.
You are? Oh, you're going through a downfall, I guess. I guess Conquest is gonna drink about it.
Alright, look, guys, stop flexing, okay?
My
I'm
flexing
gonna
is a
have to find
problem.
forever.
Alright, that's it. I'm tapping out.
You're
All
a
right.
you should.
Yeah. Well, let me tell ya. Here's to you.
No problem. Keep it alive.
Wait, I forgot to say I was making a toast. Too bad.
Are we out of songs yet? Can we move on?
Yeah, I'm done. Like I said, I'm tapping out.
Yeah, so let's move on swiftly from bad pun territory to actually being serious about this shit. So,
Now that we've lost all of our viewers in 2 minutes of puns that nobody's gonna fucking understand.
yeah, because they're not fucking idiots like us.
Here's to that,
But-
brother.
But, you know, that's why I recommend shit like this, so that we could try to smarten up a little bit.
Yeah, keep
Did it
trying.
work? I don't think it worked.
Not in the slightest.
All right. Well, so Beautiful Oblivion by Issues. It's their third studio album
Does
that
it
came
count
out
as
in
album?
2019. It's a follow-up to their 2016 album Headspace, which of course was a follow-up to their self-titled album that was released in 2014. Features
Is
a
that
vocalist
all?
Tyler Carter, who has a bit of R&B influence, sort of trying to sound like the next Chris Brown or something.
Something.
Cinderella.
Or Jason Derulo, that's another good one. Also a little bit of Michael Jackson.
Oh, don't
You
you
know.
dare disgrace MJ.
No, but he's the whiter MJ, right? The whiter version.
Uh,
MJ class all his own. Whether or not he's a good person, yeah, I'm not gonna go there, but
I'll
Well,
go there.
the Tyler Carter
So
is
the
as
Queen
good of a
singer,
person as Michael
his name
Jackson,
escapes me,
but we'll
was
talk about
recently
that later.
dismissed from the band due to grooming and sexual misconduct allegations. This
Okay,
was
we'll get
in,
into it right now.
August of 2020.
How
What?
wonderful. He had it so good, and then he
Clean
fucked it
singer.
up.
I don't know his name. I
His name is Tyler
because of the
Carter.
allegations, I refuse to
this
say it.
fucking guy. Oh, okay,
Yeah, Tyler Carter.
it's still okay. Yeah, never mind. No, that makes more sense.
Regardless of all that, the album is 46 minutes in length. It is under the subgenre of new metal, pop, R&B, neo soul, and metalcore.
That's a fucking train wreck there.
Yeah, it's a mixture of a whole bunch of shit. What did you guys think of it?
The vocals are too good. They don't
Oh.
fit. Like, he's such a poppy singer, it just doesn't mesh, and it sounds like
That
trash.
wasn't my problem. My problem was that the vocals are clearly recorded in an actual studio. Everything else sounds like it was recorded on my old tape recorder from 2005.
I don't know where you get that. I think the production
The
of the
drums were clearly
guitars.
programmed in like 90% of the songs, but I thought like the guitars for the most part were pretty good.
Yeah, I thought the guitars
it-
were really good too. There are parts in time where the guitars do come off as too heavy and shit, and that can be a
No
bit
such thing as
distracting.
too heavy.
For a third professional album, it does not feel professional at all. It feels very home studio-y.
There are moments on the
Being
album
honest.
where it does feel like they don't really have any ideas. Well, they have ideas, but they're not properly.
It sounds
Thrown in.
like two different albums that were just mismatched together. There's the heavy album, and then they just took this like clean vocals and slammed it on top of the heavy album.
In
I mean,
all
just-
fairness, that's what all metalcore sounds like to me.
I mean, sometimes it works. I feel like it's worked in bits on this album.
That's
Times that it works is when there's the dirty vocals because it stands out and it serves as a buffer and helps blend the two styles better.
Yeah, like Tapping Out
Yeah,
is
it's-
probably the best song off the entire album.
lead single.
Yeah,
Yeah, they led with their front and only foot first.
yeah, and I think it sounded fairly decent for the most part.
mean,
it had
it
a
was
good flow
okay.
to it. It had a great verse, and I don't think the clean singer oversold the performance too much, like he does
not
in
really.
some other songs.
He actually showed some emotion instead of just being pop singer.
Yeah,
all
he,
the time.
he did a fantastic job. I'm just saying he didn't go completely over the top like he did with some of the other tracks on the album.
Right. To me, this feels like the Radio Disney version of metalcore.
I guess, yeah. But actually, you know what? No.
The second
I think it
straight
sounds
metalcore
better
album
than
they-
Radio Disney. I mean, I don't
No.
even know what Radio Disney is. What the
Oh.
fuck is that shit?
Oh, this is the second straight metalcore album you suggested, and that's the second straight one that's mediocre on a good day and unlistenable on a bad.
Most days.
Well, to be fair, like, the majority of this album kind of feels like ideas clumsily thrown together. Like, they think all they need to do is be as heavy as possible, but try to be like a progressive metal band at the same time.
May I remind you, this is a band junior release. It's their third album.
You think they would have had this dialed in by
The
now?
type of shit you knock out by your second album. This is not the kind of problems that you still clearly have on your third album. If
I
they had
guess.
done
That'd be
something with
crazy.
the second album, I would be making fun of it.
I think they
Right,
did
yeah.
it. I think they did a much better job on this one than say like their second album. But you guys
Yeah.
never heard the second album, so
The only song of theirs I've heard from before, originally, like
Have to.
I've heard "Mad at Myself," which I actually enjoyed.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a
that was
good
off their
song. I enjoy
first
that one.
album.
Yeah,
And their cover of Bieber's Boyfriend was also pretty
Yeah.
well done, I will admit.
it was fantastic. It felt like in their first album with Mad at Myself, it felt like they had a bit of an idea of what they were going for. It's kind of like simplistic metalcore gent type of thing. But when they went to their second album, they heard like a bunch of people saying, "Oh, the guitarist, all he knows how to play is ones and zeros." And then they're like, "No, we can be like
That's
Polyphia and
most
Sean
metal, though.
and Animals as leaders and be like really technical and shit." And it just ended up sounding like shit. And this album is, I hate to say this, but this album is not much different. I think it's a little bit better, but you know, I still don't think it comes close to being as good as their debut.
I get almost like Paramore vibes at times.
Yeah, I guess like with
They're
Fine
more
Forever,
metal or gent.
that song definitely has a bit of Paramore, mostly in the chorus.
That like
What about
overproduced,
love?
clean
What
vocals.
about love?
Yeah.
Do we
So,
take it to the chapel so sweet? You can find forever in me.
we get it. You don't need to say it.
I'm sorry, it's just so
Holy
fucking catchy.
fucking awful slant rhymes, especially in. I think
Yeah.
it was. Fuck! I can't remember the one. It was like the breakup song or whatever. Like I'm not gonna change myself for you or whatever. Like
Oh,
the
Your
slant rhymes in
Sake?
that were terrible. Yeah, he rhymes "stay" with "sake."
Yeah, I
This stuff.
mean, sometimes rhyming
Clearly enjoy
words.
it. You're never gonna enjoy it.
I mean, sometimes rhyming words is like really cheesy and corny. Like there are some bands that just
Yeah,
don't
so
give a
corny
shit
it's
about
only
whether
words
they
with
rhyme
five
it or
words.
not. They just really want to put out the message out there, and I feel like that's what Your Sake was
You're
meant to
comparing this
do.
like a spoken word album, and it's not.
Yeah.
Not.
Honestly, I think Your Sake is another good song off the album.
I disagree. It's just the obligatory piano ballad. It was wholly unremarkable in my
Me-
opinion.
Maybe
The third
I've just got a soft spot for piano ballads, but you know, every time I heard like, especially the part after the second chorus, I just kind of burst into tears because it's just
Whether or
It's
not
been done.
whether or not it was the actual third single, it's the third single. It's the ballad single.
I don't know. I thought that
by
song
the
was done
you
fairly
not
well. I liked his singing in that.
Cap,
It really,
did you not?
So-
agree?
it really sold
Oh, I
the
agree.
emotion
I
for
agree.
me.
It's they're trying to do nothing else matters essentially. It's just their third
Yeah,
ballad.
every,
No,
thing
no,
with
it's
every
nothing
pop and
like
rock
nothing else matters.
every
You can't
pop
even
and
fucking compare the
every
two.
pop and rock album for the last 70 years has done the same formula. They all have a ballad, and it's all low key, usually just guitar or piano with the bass and the drums.
Yeah,
pulled
that's
back,
true.
and
That's
it's
true.
lyrics.
It definitely doesn't fit the album as a whole. It's definitely out of place, but as a standalone
Have a
song,
ballad.
I think it's really good.
I think it sounds like every other ballad, and there's
Yeah.
much better ballads out there. Again,
So,
and nothing
Yeah.
else matters. It's a much better
Well-
ballad.
November
the
Rain.
reason
I
why-
mean,
God, no,
November
You're so-
Rain, I cannot say is as good as Your Sake. Sorry. I mean,
what?
are you fucking kidding me? It's like the hair
I'm
metal
not
ballads of
kidding.
all
I
hair metal
think that song is much better than.
That's like the culmination
November
of the
Rain.
'80s hair metal scene.
First of all, this song
But with
half the
actually
length
talking
as
like
November
Axl
Rain.
Rose and Slash.
Second
yeah,
off,
that second guitar
Other
solo
part
is
of
fucking.
fucking-
I'm not
weird
saying November
choreography.
Rain's a bad
Axl
song,
Rose.
but you know I can barely remember it. It's
You
not
need to
that
go
great
back
of
and
a
listen to
song.
it.
He can fucking sing.
There are parts of
And not
November
like
Rain I do
he's
remember.
really
It's
low kind of singing, but like proper.
But like for all those
Okay.
songs, you're mentioning them, and they managed to like build up to like guitar riffs and shit. Where Your Sake never does that; it just stays a piano ballad the whole time. And
Doesn't go
I would
anywhere.
assume
Your
that's why you
Sake
hate the
is
song
one-
because it's just a generic
It needs a
piano
climax.
ballad.
No. You don't understand. Your Sake is like the equivalent of like Nobody's Fool from Cinderella. Like it's not on Guns N' Roses' level. We're like
Nobody's Fool from Cinderella. I don't know that song.
we're talking metal ballads, then Nothing Else Matters is like November Rain, and this is like
Yeah.
Nobody's Cool by Cinderella.
Well,
Or
I
like
wouldn't even
fucking
call this a
Heaven by
metal
Lil Wayne.
ballad. I would
Or
just
like
call it a
fucking
piano ballad that's taking a
Three
break from
Rose
the
Has a
metalness, if you want to go
Three
that
Rose
far
Has
as
a
to say
Thorn
that.
is a piano ballad. Tons of songs can be considered piano ballads, but still be rock songs. I mean,
Well,
we
here's
only
a
have
good comparison.
to make our
My Immortal by
our-
Evanescence. On the
Terrible
CD,
song. Terrible.
on the CD,
No.
there's a
Yes.
piano only version, and
I
then
was
they
going to-
released a radio single with that guitar solo in it. Way fucking better. That guitar solo
No.
makes that song.
No, that
It has
song
that
is fucking
emotional
atrocious,
climax.
man.
Going to make
What are
a
you talking
callback.
about? What?
Why not call back to Wake Me Up When September Ends? Another much better ballad.
I'm not
Because
saying
it's
that
actually
there aren't better ballads out there. I'm just saying that this was not that bad. I mean, yeah, comparing it to the rest of the ballads out there, it doesn't stand out and it definitely falters, but just looking
Well,
at the
I will give you
song
that. And Wake Me
at
Up When
face
September,
value,
September
it's
Ends,
pretty good.
that emotional crescendo, amazing.
Although I
I'll
just
give
wanted
you
to
that.
say, like,
Interesting.
I just wanted to say, even if the song was just a bunch of farting noises and a bunch of diarrhea coming out of Tyler Carter's ass, it would still sound a million times better than My Immortal by Evanescence. Like, a million
No.
times better.
God,
Because
no,
it's
no.
melodramatic bullshit. It's the melodramatic
You're
bullshit
talking
that's
about
the
a song
epitome
that's-
of, you know,
This whole album is
stereotypical
about
goth girls.
melodramatic
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes My Immortal
Oh,
bad
no.
and the rest of the album bad. But I don't want to talk about that album. I want to talk about Beautiful Oblivion, so shut the fuck up.
We are talking about Beautiful Oblivion. Beautiful Oblivion is melodramatic bullshit.
I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I think it's experimental, and you know, maybe based around
What
that
did
it doesn't
you
work for you, like how many
Because
other
it's experimental
experimental.
doesn't make it good. I could put broccoli, ice cream, and maple syrup in a blender and call it experimental. Doesn't make it good.
Okay,
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna
I don't
challenge
think it's
the
perfect. I don't.
experimental part of that. Though. Name one thing in this album that wasn't done on a different album before it.
Drink About It. Drink About It was pretty
Pardon?
interesting.
What
Takes-
about it do you think wasn't done by a different band?
Oh no, I just got that vibe of like going for like that falsetto vocal, trying to sound very pretty and with that
That's
nice
been
low
done before.
crescendo, but mixing it with like
Never,
those
like, made a whole
really
career out of
really
falsetto.
heavy riffs, like what you'd hear off a Gent record. I don't think I've really heard that before,
Dream Theater's
especially.
really high pitched falsettos over heavy guitars.
I don't know. I've heard some Dream Theater, and
Or
I don't
about
think
Dream
it sounds
Theater, how about
much
Dragon
like that
Flame?
song.
Dragon Flame.
Oh,
has-
Dragon Force?
Or Dragon Force.
Oh
yeah,
God,
sorry.
don't get me started.
Dragon
on
Force
Dragon
is like Dream
Force.
Theater on cocaine.
But Dragon Force has had some parts where they seriously will drop the fucking tuning, and then they'll just fucking wail at you.
Yeah, Herman Lee is a phenomenal guitar player.
He's got a lot of range. I don't think it's fair to call him a power metal band half the time because he can fucking shred.
No, they're more. Yeah, they can get speed metal at times.
Power metal. Yeah. Like,
Well,
it's
we're
fair
not
to call
comparing
him
speed
power
metal to this band. Those
No,
are
this
two
band is
different
not
worlds.
speed metal. This
Oh,
is
they'll
pop
never
metal.
be speed metal. God,
We're just
thank
comparing
God.
a band that has very pop-friendly vocals with very not pop.
Yeah,
guitar.
that's kind of what they're
Oh,
going for,
oh,
right? And you know,
They're
you
going
may
for
think
but they
it
don't
doesn't.
do it well.
Well, I
said
think
with
they
me,
do it
I-
exceptionally
I love-
well. I think they do it perfectly well, especially compared to other bands.
Like
you ever
who?
heard Dance Gavin Dance? They didn't do it quite well.
Oh, great! They're better than
Sounded-
a band that serves to 13-year-olds.
They sound like a fucking joke. At least Issues knows how to write songs, kind of.
If a band's t-shirts are exclusively available at Hot Topic, then your argument isn't strengthened by comparing the band to that band.
I used to shop at Hot Topic 15 years ago.
I never
you
really
did.
shopped at
That's
Hot
my point.
Topic except for like a band whose name I
used
will
to
not
too.
mention
Yeah.
shirt and periphery
Shoes.
shirt.
Abandon all ships?
Not abandon all ships. I'd buy that merch any day.
Of course you would.
Was it Smash Mouth? Was it Black Veil Brides?
Nope.
You could probably guess.
Nope.
The Used?
I Cut
You'll
the
never
Romance,
guess.
Fall Out Boy.
Linkin Park,
No.
Green Day,
What's embarrassing about having a Green Day shirt? Unless it has
I'm wearing a
Father of
Dookie
All
shirt
on
right
it,
now.
You got Dookie on your shirt.
or Father of All.
I do have a Dookie shirt.
Didn't you guys like Second Best though? That song was really good. That was another song I really enjoyed.
The only two I liked off of this were Tapping Out and Downfall.
Downfall, I
The only
can't really
one I like
remember
off
all that much. I do remember kind of liking it, but I don't know.
I liked Tapping Out because
oh no, it's more entertaining to try and guess what kind of shirt Josh bought.
Well, at least we both agree
Yeah,
on
yeah,
one
let's
thing:
go
is
back
that
to that.
Tapping Out is a banger.
Avril Lavigne,
Banger song.
Evanescence. Holy shit, it was Evanescence, wasn't it?
I'm not saying.
okay, it was
It was
Evanescence.
Evanescence.
I'm not saying.
Oh, I guessed it.
Fuck
For
off.
all that shit he was talking.
All that shitty talk.
problem.
He fucking,
Yes.
even I didn't know the goddamn Evanescence.
Wait, what the fuck? Shut up. Despite the hate that Flexing gets, I think it's a pretty banging song too.
Flexen sounded like fucking drunk Robin Thicke.
Yeah, that's kind of what I like. I like how it kind of mocks Robin Thicke in a way.
That's what
He kinda
how
did
Robin
roast
Thicke-
Robin Thicke, except Robin Thicke never raped a kid.
right. That's what
Well,
Robin
neither
Thicke sounds
did
like.
Tyler
when he's getting ready to
Carter,
beat his
or-
wife.
I don't think he raped a kid.
That's like
He sexually molested
Robin
like
Thicke,
a straight man, but he never raped a kid. He just, sent sexual messages to
He just sexually assaulted a 14-year-old.
That's
yeah,
rape.
14-year-old kids.
That is rape.
Yeah,
which
he
is not
sexually
good.
assaulted a 14-year-old. You're kind of downplaying something really fucked up here.
Yeah, well, I'll just say this. At the time, I was really enjoying some of the songs off of Beautiful Oblivion, and then
Before or after he molested a 14-year-old.
and then I was like, yeah, this is good. Tyler Carter is amazing. And then I look up the shit about him, and I'm like, oh.
How do you feel the fans
no.
of another band whose lead singer was caught trying to set up a much more heinous sexual assault of an infant? How do you think they would feel?
Oh,
Let's not do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're not going.
Yeah.
That's all we're gonna say about that.
About Lost Prophets, please.
Yes. Well, you fucking said the name. I wasn't even gonna say the name.
I wish I never heard
Yeah.
Rooftops because of that.
He did it worse. He said the name of their one hit.
Yeah, that's horrible.
No,
It's
Last
even
Train-
more
Last Train
horrible
Home
because
was
even
pretty
to this
good.
day, I still like that song. I haven't listened to it, but I remember how it goes, and it sounds good.
Last Train Home was bigger than Rooftops. I
But
feel.
that's the whole thing of separating the art from the artist. Like how you mentioned that when we were talking about Linkin Park.
Themselves from that artist.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's hard. That's a tough one.
Before the end of the,
Yeah.
before the end of even before the end of the trial, they all fucking bailed on him.
Yeah.
And he got
They changed the band's
goddamn years.
name.
They
that's probably
became
good.
members of a different band, and like it was a whole thing.
With issues,
like,
they
yeah,
just
yeah, we're
fired
not-
the
we're-
lead singer, so they're probably gonna have another lead singer. Hopefully, someone just as talented as Tyler Carter.
Just as talented.
Well, I think he's a talented singer. Despite
hope
all the
they
bad
are.
shit
I
he's done,
know.
I think he has some talent. He's got
Just
some
for
vocal
you.
capabilities.
That's for you. I hope I hope they do get someone just as talented.
Yeah. Because
Robin
you think
Thicke.
he's an untalented piece of shit, right?
You know what's fucking hilarious?
Because he sounds like a girl.
Ian Watkins got punished for an extra 10 months in prison because he got caught with a cell phone in prison.
Nice. Fuck that guy.
You just caught me with my
Alright.
cell phone.
Oh, for fuck's
Everyone
sake.
deserves it. It's him. But that was in 2018. He got found with a cell phone in his bedroom and was like fucking. He claimed other inmates tried to force him. But if anyone deserves to have that kind of rotten luck, it's him. Because, yeah, after like 5
Definitely.
fucking days, he had 10 months tacked onto his 40 fucking year sentence already. Dude's already gonna be in prison until he's in his 60s.
Regardless of that, I still think that he's just second best.
Dude, who's
Second
Tyler
best
Carter?
at what? I don't fucking know. You
We're
guys
talking
make the
about Hawkins
decision.
or Tyler Carter. What?
What? It's all
either
secondhand
one.
news.
I'm
I'm
just
out.
confusing the whole situation.
Well,
So,
just follow the chain.
conclusion, I guess.
Conclusion: Tyler Carter ain't no MJ, and I'm not gonna give him a pass for raping kids just because he released this album.
I mean, he pretty much is today's modern MJ.
No,
They're
no,
both kitty fiddlers,
no.
right?
Take that back. Take that back.
Never.
Okay, my final thoughts. When he releases Thriller, we'll talk. Until, unfortunately, he ain't releasing no Thriller right now. So,
Oh, he's
If
getting
you-
a thriller in the cell.
is he arrested? Did he get arrested?
I don't believe he's been arrested yet.
I don't know if it's gone to trial yet.
No, it's just he's been fired from the band, and he did Ben Affleck and the other celebrity thing, where he said he's sorry for what he's done and shit.
What does Ben Affleck have to
What?
do with anything?
But
Why are we
remember a
bringing
few
Ben
years
Affleck?
ago when a bunch of people came out and the whole Me Too thing came out, and all these
Ben Affleck
celebrities
didn't
were
get-
being exposed,
Ben
like
Affleck
Louis
didn't get
C.K.,
Me Too.
Kevin Spacey, and the like.
Ben Affleck didn't get Me Too.
Yeah, he did. There-
No, he
No, he
didn't.
didn't.
Yeah, look it up. He was accused of attempting to I think it was attempt of rape or some shit.
Casey Affleck got in trouble.
But I thought it was Ben Affleck.
Brother? No, Ben Affleck's fine. Casey
I'm
Affleck was the
gonna
one who
check
got
to
Me
see if it
Too'd.
was Ben Affleck, because I really need to know.
Casey Affleck.
He was
Casey Affleck was
accused
committed.
of groping an actress on TRL or something in 2017.
Oh wait, no, that was stupid. He got cleared for that one. That one was fucking retarded.
I don't know.
It was like
It was stupid.
Ben Affleck didn't get in trouble for that at all. Like that was the whole thing. That was one of those ones that had like a backlash to the backlash.
I guess we just have to hover hand from now on.
Yeah.
Well,
Can't always
touching
believe
her
what
back
you see on the
was-
internet, I guess.
he wasn't like actually like they claimed he was grabbing his ass, but if you look at the pictures, he's barely touching her back. Like
Yeah,
he
there's only
would
like
in the
a-
fucking picture.
There's like a 1.5 foot safe zone.
If
Yeah.
you touch her shoulders, then it's fucking uncomfortable. But you can't. Like it's stupid.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was accused of groping
Oh,
MTV
Affleck.
host Hillary Burden during a 2003 appearance on Total
Have you
Request Live.
seen that picture?
Yeah.
It's
And he
ridiculous.
apologized.
Casey Affleck absolutely was kind of a piece of shit, but Ben Affleck, no.
Well,
Anyways,
I don't
all
know.
this
He was
has nothing
kind of
to
a piece. I still think he's a piece of shit, but that's based on
Why?
popular
So,
opinion,
I guess
right?
you could say they all have issues.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
issues
no.
of abusing their celebrity status. Tyler Carter thought he
We're not
was a
doing
celebrity, but
In my
yeah, he's
opinion,
gotten a few
this
million
album-
people who liked him, but
Was an eclectic mess of 90s R&B, modern
Why
pop,
did
and
I have to get my
metalcore.
score?
Okay, I'm sorry. I cut you off.
I got interrupted by the whole Ben Affleck thing.
I guess
I'm
so.
giving it a solid. I'm giving it a solid 3 out of 10. I would give it a 2 out of 10 if it weren't for the fact that the lead single was professionally done, because it was barely fucking competently made. Like it was. I don't know why you keep making us listen to these.
They wasted all
Hey,
the
I
budget
honestly,
on that
I
little
honestly
single.
thought you guys might like it or found it somewhat entertaining or interesting to listen to, but I was wrong.
On top of the fact, metalcore ain't really my thing. This one's like on a whole other fucking level.
Well, I had mostly
They're
singing,
good
so
metalcore bands though. That's
Yeah.
like the Amity Affliction. I think are really good. But,
and what was the other one? Dayseeker?
yeah, Dayseeker's pretty good, but they're like almost like a disco metalcore.
Yeah, I
Weird.
guess.
People are trying too hard to be innovative.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's the problem with issues. They're trying too hard to be innovative.
So that's
They
what I'm
are
saying,
being
it's an
innovative.
eclectic mess. It's an eclectic mess, but it doesn't mesh well. The musicianship's good, but the vocals squander it, almost in spite of the music. The singer sings homogeneous, unimaginative vocal hooks. I'm disappointed because these songs have much more potential I'm curious how they would sound and how they will sound, hopefully, with a new singer.
Yeah, like Get It Right and No Problem, Keep It Alive, sorry. I feel like those songs they don't stand out, and I can't really remember them. And that's the problem that this album has, is that it's basically forgotten as soon as I listen to it.
Like I said, the only
But-
two I liked were Tapping Out and Downfall. So I also give this a 3 out of 10.
I also like Tapping Out. I don't particularly remember Downfall, but that's my fault, I guess. That's my downfall, I guess. But Here's to You, Drink About It, Find Forever, Your Sake, Second Best, and the title track, I think, are really good.
Is this like what bro rock is like coming to?
It's not bro rock, is it?
Bro metal.
It's
yeah,
not-
bro metal.
No, no.
Brattle?
When I think of bro metal, I think of Attila and Amur. You want bro metal, those are your bands to go to. Because it's like, those bands are like tough guy in your face. Like, even I would argue that
bro
Limp
metal,
Bizkit
dude.
are more bro metal. Far
Dude,
more
this is
bro
bro
metal
metal.
than this. Oh, I can't.
Dude, this is bro metal.
No, you are 100% in the wrongo, dongo.
Bro.
No.
Bro.
Anyways,
I don't know. I give this a 5 out of 10. It's okay.
y'all asked about a metalcore band that can actually be stood. Killswitch Engage, only because of their cover of Holy Diver.
They're really metalcore though. I never really considered them metalcore.
I've always thought of them as metalcore.
I mean, they've
else
been
would they be,
around
power
since
metal?
the early 2000s.
I do enjoy
Yeah,
a
but
little
the-
bit of.
that cover era with the second singer.
I don't know if you've heard of
What's
them.
his
I
face?
Killed the
Howie-
Prom
or
Queen,
Howard.
Parkway Drive. I guess a little Asking Alexandria too, maybe.
I mean, I do enjoy their cover, Holy Diver, but I never really. I just thought of them more as just like straight up metal or.
No, Jesse Leach or whatever the hell his name is.
The original singer, he left,
Or was-
and then Howard. What's his
No,
face?
no. Jesse Leach was the. Jesse Leach is the second guy. Was he the original one or?
The original one.
Where's
and
the big
then-
black guy's name?
And then Howard, I don't remember his name. He had to leave because of like health issues.
You thinking of Howard Jones, the original
Yeah,
guy?
Howard Jones. He wasn't the original guy.
I was thinking Howard
Okay,
the
yeah, I
Duck
was just
for
making
some
sure
reason.
clear. Well, Howard Jones was the original guy, and he left in like 2011. He was the big black guy. Right at the end of his era was when they covered that song, and that's metalcore as hell.
That's the thing. He's not the original singer. He started. He joined after like their second or first or second album.
Howard Jones?
Yes.
Well, he's their only singer I have ever known.
Yeah. Well, he like joined very early on in their fame.
Just gonna
like,
look it up.
He's the only singer I've ever known, but the singer they have now is their original singer. It'd be like Dave Mustaine joining Metallica again.
Jesse whatever the hell?
Yeah.
Jesse Leach or whatever?
Yes, that's the original singer, as far as I know.
Oh. Rejoice.
Just looking it up
I
on the
didn't know
wiki.
Anyways, no.
And
he,
members.
No, they were definitely
Yeah,
metalcore
Jesse
in the-
Leach was the original
I mean,
vocalist.
maybe proto metalcore, but
in the late 2010s, they were just metalcore. I think it's fair to call them metalcore, like right in like 2008 to 2011. I think it's fair to call them metalcore.
not much of that stuff. I've only really listened to their amazing cover of Holy Diver at like the end of.
It was on that
And-
album. It was on their second self-titled album.
That came out in like 06 or 07.
Oh, it came out in like 2010.
Holy Diver?
2009, 2010, something like that. Cover?
Yeah, the cover Holy Diver? No, that came out in like. Yeah, because Dio died in 2010, and it had been an old song when Dio died.
Rest in peace, Dio. We love you.
Yeah.
It was on that album, though.
It was on the Dio
Not
tribute
Dio.
album.
But then they re-released it on their second self-titled.
Greatest hit.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Killswitch
The
Engage
point being,
came out in
cover.
07.
All I was trying to say was that it was a metalcore cover.
Okay. Yeah. I
Well,
never
speaking
listened
of,
to Killswitch Engage.
They're good. I enjoy them.
That's one of the best metalcore bands I've ever. That's probably my favorite metalcore band.
Have you
Speaking
listened
of,
to I Killed the
covers-
Prom Queen?
No.
No?
Yes, and no, they aren't good.
Really?
Speaking
I
of,
thought they were great. Especially their beloved album.
Really,
Speaking of covers,
We know this. You thought that you loved this album too. I don't like it. I
guess.
don't like metalcore. I'm sorry.
I guess that's fair.
Rare breed
You'll
people like
like
it.
that fucking country shit.
So
Goddamn
speaking
Hicks.
of covers,
Yeah.
as you were saying,
Oh yeah. Speaking of Dio covers, you guess what band covered Rainbow in the Dark in '97?
97.
Shadows Fall.
Were they
No. You're
Atreyu.
thinking way too. You're thinking way too late. Why are you even?
I don't know.
I'll narrow it down for you guys. They're pop rock and they're a one-hit wonder.
Blink 182.
They're not a
Not
one-hit
a
wonder,
one-hit
dude.
wonder. You're a pop
Damn.
rock band.
Pop rock,
Um,
one-hit wonder. What, fucking Sugar Ray?
Oh,
Hanson.
That would be hilarious.
think more mid-90s.
Marcy Playground?
Smashing Pumpkins.
Mid-90s. After that.
Marcy Playground?
It's not one-hit wonder.
Okay. Sorry. It's hard to think because I'm not entirely familiar
EMF.
with 90s pop rock music.
Saying you get what you
No
give.
Doubt.
Yeah,
No Doubt is not...
you get what you give is late 90s. No Doubt is not a one-hit wonder. Okay, I'll narrow it down for you guys. It's going to be like generic pop rock, and it's named after their big hit is named after a movie.
Oh, fucking Breakfast at Tiffany's band.
Deep Blue something, yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Seriously? Man on the... Or, the other one. Rainbow in the Dark? Really?
Hey, we've got nothing in common. Yeah, that band. They covered
And I
Rainbow in the
said,
Dark.
what?
Breakfast
How?
at Tiffany's, and she said, "I think."
Is it as good as Avril Lavigne's Fuel?
No, it's not.
Damn.
Brings me down.
I wanted it to
God,
be
I
as
can only
good
imagine.
as- well,
It's actually not horrible.
Like
People
a
expect
rainbow
it's
in the
okay, man.
dark.
yeah, well, if it's not horrible, then I'm not
Isn't even
listening
close to
to
the
it.
same. He's a baritone at best.
Oh yeah, no, he is nothing like Dio's voice. Dio has a classic like metal voice, and this guy is like a fucking crooning baritone.
Although, fun fact, Dio was in a doo-wop band in the 50s, or either the 50s or the 60s, probably the 60s. But
I don't want to know that Ryan James Dio is in a doo-wop band.
yeah, he was Ronald Dio in that band, I believe.
Oh God.
I had the good fortune of seeing him live twice, and he puts on an amazing show. And he is also about 5'3" on a good day.
No, I know.
Did you
he's
get a
like,
picture of yourself sucking his dick?
I wish.
well, if only.
I
Right.
bet you could have sold that for like a couple thousand.
And
Ryan
another
James
fun
Dio
fact.
was like fucking tiny. He was like it's kind of fucking hilarious. Have you ever seen pictures of him in Heaven and Hell with Tony Iommi?
Oh, they're
No.
heads and shoulders above him. It's great.
Tony Iommi is like not a small dude, and seeing him next to Ryan James Dio is fucking hilarious because Ryan James Dio looks like his kid
That's
Oh.
what I saw him with both times. Was with Heaven and Hell. It was great.
with Tony Iommi on guitar.
Yes.
That would be so cool.
I actually saw Black Sabbath with Ozzy once too at Ozfest 05.
That'd be cool too.
It was cool.
Are they still together or no?
No,
they
they
broke up.
ended their run in 2016 with their The End
Yeah.
tour.
Uh,
Their
Oz-
last album was in 2013.
Wasn't it called
The End.
13?
Or no, 13. I'm sorry, it was called 13.
yeah,
but it was
13, it's
really
the end.
good.
Speaking of Tony Iommi and Black Sabbath, did you know he left Black Sabbath in '68 to join fucking Jethro Tull?
I thought I left
Fucking
to
hilarious.
join like fucking Ice-T from Body Count or something.
He featured on a Body Count song, and I think Ice-T was on like
Yeah,
did a song on, like,
Forbidden.
Seven
That's
Star.
what the album was called. Rap Sabbath.
Hey,
That-
Ice-T can fucking throw down. Have you heard Body Count shit? Body Count's fucking
Oh
awesome.
yeah, I've heard Body Count. I'm not dissing him or anything.
No
you
Lives
can't
Matter is
you
fucking
can't-
great.
Yeah, you can't diss
Like-
Body Count. You honestly can't. If
Gotta
you
get
do,
down with
then
the
you're
body
gonna
count.
fucking die. Talk shit, get
Well-
shot, right?
Anyways, can you imagine leaving fucking Black Sabbath to join Jethro goddamn Tull?
I don't know who Jethro
Mine probably
goddamn
made
Tull
sense.
is.
I think Aqualung probably was right around that time.
Jethro Tull was like a late '60s like blues rock band, like the equivalent
Which is
of
what.
like fucking
Fair
Andy
enough. That's what
Warhol
Black
band or
Sabbath kind
something.
of was, but
Yeah, that
with
was
a
to say. Black
darker
Sabbath
edge.
started out as a blues band.
Yeah,
Among,
Yeah, but
but they
this
made
was
themselves sound a little heavier, right?
this was in '68 though.
Darker tone.
Sabbath was already inventing metal by '68. They weren't playing
No, they
blues
weren't.
anymore. No, they weren't.
I
Their
think
inaugural
they
album
kind
didn't
of
come out till '70.
I think they were in a way. They
68
weren't
fucking-
established as metal until like the '80s when Metallica really broke through.
No.
They were more considered
That-
rock, I think.
that-
68
No,
was
they're
when
the
fucking-
godfathers of
Let's see.
metal.
Oh,
Yeah,
once Jethro Tull came
definitely.
back, he was the one who gave them the name Black Sabbath.
Yeah, they were Earth before that. But they were a
Yeah.
blues band before that, doing blues covers.
He had his accident in '68 with Jethro Tull, and when he came back, that was when he started playing heavy stuff. So
Right.
I still don't think that Jethro Tull made sense to. I mean, I'm sure it made sense to him because they were a bigger band at the time. But
Yeah, as a career, as a career move, it makes sense. But Black Sabbath, their self-titled album, didn't come out till '70. It came out in like January 1970.
yeah, but they would have started recording it as soon as he went back in August of '69. So the sound is already developing before he left. Is what I'm saying.
Ian, though, what would make
Never
sense
liked
to you? This your side project band that sounds like nobody else and that you're not even sure is going to get off the ground, or a band that already has clout, is already established, and already
Well, no,
has.
like I said, as a career move, it makes sense. It's just in hindsight, it's weird because
Oh, yeah,
he joined
definitely.
the band, and the whole reason that he started lowering the string tension was because his fucking fingertips hurt.
Right, and because he got him chopped off in an industrial accident.
Fun fact,
I mean,
did
it
you know
makes
that
sense.
I didn't know what the word hindsight meant until I watched that episode of South Park?
That's
It's a fun fact.
sad.
That's yeah, it's fun but sad. Sad fact, I guess. But
But yeah, Ayami, he melted pen caps, I believe, to as like pseudo fingertips.
that's interesting. I tried
And now he
melting
has like
pen caps.
custom made silicone rubber ones. You could actually see them when you play, like they're visible when he plays
Oh,
live.
yeah. Now he's got like proper ones.
Right, but originally they were melted pen caps.
I'm sure. I mean, fucking blame him.
Right.
I can. I've tried to play guitars with my first knuckle. I wouldn't want to fucking do that either.
Yeah.
You need fingers for that instrument. I want to try to learn how to play the violin. I finally pulled that out of the dark depths of my basement, but all I need to do is fix that knob and find a violin teacher.
Yeah, you fixed that knob.
Yeah, I gotta
Once
fix that
you,
knob. And then
once
I'm
you
gonna
learn to
fix the
play-
knob on the violin. Ha
Make sure to wind it up good.
Teacher, why are you pulling that out?
Because
That's not the right
I'm
knob.
a dumb little kid who doesn't know what hindsight meant until South Park.
Tell you what, when you once you learn Devil One Out to George's, then we'll talk.
That's on a fiddle, though. That's not on a violin.
A violin's just a detuned, or a violin's just a detuned fiddle.
I don't care. I love the sad violin music. I'm a sucker for that shit.
I prefer a violin sound. That's why I say it's a detuned fiddle.
Oh yeah, fiddle's just kind of it's too country for my liking. Oh, did I mention I fucking hate country? Want me to
Yeah.
repeat that like
Once or
17
twice.
billion times?
No, a fiddle is just a violin.
It's funny if I say that. At least I'm self-referential.
Is it referential or is it just bashing us over the head over and over and over again?
Right.
Both.
Subtle like a sledgehammer.
In all seriousness, a fiddle is just a violin.
Maybe.
There's no maybe about it. It just is. It's just
Yeah.
a difference in tuning.
The exact same thing.
I
What?
was just making sure we were all clear on that.
Yeah, no, I was taking the piss.
I was taking an even bigger piss. Speaking of piss, Does
I wanna
anyone-
play
R.
the-
Kelly?
yeah, let's talk about R. Kelly
R.
for
Kelly?
a bit.
Oh god. Let's play
My
the fiddle.
mom's telling me no.
My body.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
You say that you would believe in magic?
I believe in knights and magic.
Only when it's dark out.
Oh.
You jumped the reference,
I did.
you
Mwahahaha.
bastard. I hope you get hit by a car.
I hope you get hit by a robot in fantasy.
I hope you get hit by a truck. I'm talking to myself, by the way.
You missed the bit, you stupid fucker.
What? It's a bird. It's a plane. It's another anime.
Robots in fantasy is the name of the episode. How could you?
Oh, right.
What's wrong?
I mean, it's hard for have to try to remember so much of this fucking show that I have to.
Your goddamn show.
Have you tried writing shit down?
I was, but I was too busy looking at my phone.
Oh, Mary Christ.
Bullshit.
Stop playing with your dinghy and
And start watching the thingy. So, I guess we'll get into it. Knights and Magic, ladies and gents, or gents and gents, or issues. Knights and Magic is an anime that came out in 2017. It is an action fantasy show.
Is it?
Emphasis on action and even more emphasis on fantasy. And it's 25 minutes per each episode. And don't I usually
25 minutes
read
too
out the plot summary of this shit?
I
But
guess.
let's not break that up. So
I don't think we need to.
no, I
was
think we
there a
need to.
plot?
People might not understand. Let's try
I
to
watched
let's
it
try.
and I didn't understand.
Okay. Okay. So
Jinx.
let me try to make you guys understand. So
It's not.
a mecha otaku is reincarnated into another world as Ernesti Echevarria,
That
also
is that
known
what
as
happened?
also known as
Pause.
Eru.
Yeah,
In
hold
this-
on.
Story lost me.
He's a mecha otaku. He loves mecha robot toys.
Mega, who was it?
He's a fan of robots. And
You've already lost me. I
anime.
don't get
He's
it.
a fan of anime
Yeah.
robot toys, and he died and got reincarnated as Ernesti
Wait, you mean
Echevarria.
Gundam?
Yeah,
I remember him
Gundam.
getting ran over.
Oppa
I remember
Gundam
him
style.
getting ran over. I remember him getting ran over, and I remember Eru, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
in
that
the
yeah,
fall
like the
thing.
cliche car hit the cliche main character and caused him to die, but then he got
Yeah,
reincarnated.
where the fuck did the
because
reincarnation come from?
Isekai.
Oh.
We're in Isekai territory. Can I
thought
continue,
that was
please? I want to read this whole thing before we give off our opinions, okay? So, in this world, huge humanoid weapons known as silhouette knights exist. Dreaming of piloting those robots, which are not robots, they're silhouette knights, Eru and his friends, and like in quotations, friends, Arkid Ulter and Adele Trude Ulter aim to become night runners. Okay, I've finished. Now go ahead.
It's for friends
What
who
the
do
fuck
things
is
together.
Silhouette Knight?
We're together till the end.
Is that what the robots were?
They're not robots, they're silhouette knights.
Is that what the mech
Fucking
suit
sense.
was?
That's what it's called. The
It's like
guy
they were
was
playing a game
like,
of Civilization,
what the
and they
fuck
didn't
are
bother to invent
robots?
the
They're
fucking
not,
steam
these are
engine.
silhouette knights we pilot, not robots.
It's like a game of Civilization where you didn't actually give anything real names, so everything is named like penis butt, and then you can't actually find your fucking cities, and you don't know where you're at in your technology tree, and you're completely fucking lost as to what units you have where, because you didn't actually make anything into a fucking army. That's what this feels like.
Like, what the fuck, we're getting attacked by
that
monsters.
scenario, all of
I
us-
guess we'll use this mech I have?
Yeah, let's just fight giant bugs with huge mecha suits.
It feels like you made a shit ton of
Times,
troops.
but-
And there were some apes too, I guess.
Oh, this
and
feels
dinosaurs.
Like you made a bunch of fucking, this feels like you made a bunch of fucking troops in the ancient area, and then you did sweet fuck all until the modern era, and then now all of a sudden all your troops are automatically advanced, and you have no fucking clue what you have on the field anymore.
I have no clue what the
Wrong.
fuck's even happening in the show. Thank God the narrator was there.
Oh,
So glad the narrator
No
narrated.
sense.
tell me I'm wrong.
She
yeah,
sucked,
you agree,
though.
Right? That's how it feels.
Exactly what I had written down. Exactly what I had fucking written down verbatim.
Wait.
That your late game in a fucking Civilization game that you did nothing in, and now you don't know what the fuck you have.
Right. It's like they somehow managed to conquer like a city with more tech, but like they lost the tech, but managed to keep the weaponry.
Yeah, yeah, or like they
'Cause-
had or like they had a really really high culture score, and they had a city convert to them, and the city was from a civilization with way more tech than you, but the troops came with the city, and so now all of a sudden you have a tank and you don't know how it handles.
I guess I didn't
How
have
the fuck-
trouble focusing on that because I was too busy falling asleep at the really boring parts and having a huge fucking erection over the epic night battles. Ugh!
Wait, the really boring parts. You mean the entire show?
Yeah, like,
Oh my
no
god.
context, none of the action makes any goddamn sense. If
It
I
meant-
wanna
it
watch
made
an
sense to
animated
me.
action show, I'm just gonna watch Batman the Animated Series. At least it has a plot I can follow.
Well, anything in the anime genre will never compare to Batman the Animated Series. That's just a straight up fact. Like even Death Note has trouble like, surpassing that.
Pokemon. The first season of Pokemon, fucking phenomenal.
Pokemon sucks.
I was gonna say Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is another good one.
But speaking of Dragon Ball
I guess.
Super, is now on Hulu. Just figured I'd point that out.
Yippee. So, would you call this Dragon Ball Z adjacent?
No,
No,
God no.
Come on, it has some action. It has
no.
some characters
Bad
acting
shows,
cliche,
I like the
saying
other
bad
shows.
dialogue. Doesn't it?
The other show I watched was much much better.
I honestly thought this anime was way better than I now think of it. Like, I thought it was actually way
At
better
least
than...
World Break had anime titties. This didn't even have that.
No, it had it. I mean, did you
Break
watch
has
past the
a-
first episode?
Oh,
You see more of the girl with the big tits. They're just not fully exposed.
oh, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I'm
World
not
Break-
watching past the first episode. I didn't even want to finish the first fucking episode. This was trash.
But you saw this... But if you saw the second episode, you see all these robot knights are fighting against, Avalog from Pokemon X and Y.
World Break.
Context, though.
World
They live
They
in
Break.
fight in
castles and have fucking
Avalon.
mechs.
Who cares about context? It has epic action scenes and some decent comedy, I could say.
No. World Break had some. World Break had some sophomoric but funny jokes. It had
World Break
hell
was
of a
not
better
funny. It
animation
was straight up fucking
hell
obnoxiously
of a
bad.
better animation department.
It was so...
Oh
no way, dude. World Break is so
All of it-
fucking far from well animated compared to Knights and Magic. Knights and Magic has some really good animation.
Women.
I will
The
defend that
plot-
till this day. And I'm not even
The
a
plot-
fan of this show, but I will defend that till this day.
The plot. Can I speak? The plot was stupid, but it was.
Yeah, the plot was dumb.
There's still more to it. Feels more coherent.
Well, the
I
plot
know,
in
maybe
World
it's
Break
because
is
they had a plot.
Plots. There was no plot. It took no time
no,
at all to
there's
actually
a plot.
explain.
The
What the
kid
fuck was going
died. He got reincarnated as a gayer version of Zarbon, I guess. And
No
he
point did it
wants
explain
to,
that he
and
was
he wants,
reincarnated.
and he
I
wants
thought this was
to
like some
pilot a
Pan's
giant mech
Labyrinth
robot.
shit here.
And then yeah, this
Well,
kind of
not
reminds
a
me of
great
Pan's Labyrinth. It's fucking amazing. But
No.
he just
Don't you fucking
he
dare
just-
compare this to Pan's Labyrinth.
he just fucking wants to pilot a mech robot, and that's it. That's the story.
Boring.
It's-
They made
I wanna
mechs
pilot a mech
boring.
But they fought. There was epic action scenes where knights stuck their swords
Oh,
into
yeah.
giant
I was
bugs
sleep
and
watching this.
fucking.
All they did was
Giant
scream
apes.
out their attacks. That was it.
They killed a bunch of Rillaboom.
This was like a
Rillaboom was a
Pokemon
thing in this anime before Rillaboom was a thing in Pokemon.
wasn't like a good episode. This wasn't like an episode like where Pikachu chose not to become a Raichu. This was like Ash beating Brock at the fucking rock gym kind of Pokemon episode.
That episode was entertaining because
Brock.
Pikachu had to stand on his tail to beat Brock. And somehow managed to defeat a rock Pokemon with electric. At least that had some kind of merit to it.
Yeah,
That
good point.
doesn't make any sense.
It totally made sense. They turned on the sprinklers and they got the rock Pokemon wet.
I don't know.
and
This
then-
this anime made a bit of sense to me. I mean,
None.
I think the main
Hardly.
problem with with the plot, most particularly, is that it's so fucking rushed. Like
Cool.
it's the rush shit ever. Like for example, there are like two kids two characters that weren't properly established by any means, just thrown in doing some dumb shit on a roof, and then the main character comes in and saves one of them from falling to her death, and then they become like instant best buddies. And it's like,
You this way.
you know,
Understand?
I think I remember something like that in the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
It was like Harry Potter with mechs. It was
You are
stupid.
objectively wrong.
Harry Potter with mechs, that's perfect. Except I like this show and not Harry Potter, so I don't
Except
know.
Harry Potter's coherently written.
Right. This was not.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah,
And
this.
It took the greatest plot setup ever. Like, I was kind of like, all right, there's this dude. All right, he's a mecha otaku. And okay, he got hit by a car. You have my attention now. What are we doing here?
Okay,
And
the
then they
first. I
fucking
just want to
squandered
say that whole part of him getting hit by a car did not need to happen. They could have cut that entire sequence out and just started with him in the carriage.
That was the best part of the entire goddamn show.
No, that was the
I'm
worst
wearing-
part. It had nothing to do with
wearing-
anything. You could just
I'm wearing
have.
I'm wearing DeLorean socks right now. They ripped that straight from Back to the Future, and that is easily the best goddamn part of this entire show.
No. I
agree.
completely disagree.
Yeah.
Because you could have the main character establish that he sees the night robot things do their thing, and then he's like, I want to
Real
ride
world?
one of those things, and there you go. Just forget the first couple
Maybe I don't
minutes.
understand what their real world was, but no.
Yeah, the real
No.
world thing was just maybe standalone. It was okay, but like
I
when
wish
you're
they
adding
would've
it to
developed that
the
more.
rest of the show, it doesn't fit. They could cut that out.
It's almost like it's called an introduction. This is the same plot device as they use in The Wizard of Goddamn Oz, and they still fucked it up.
The Wizard
Yeah.
of fucking Oz.
This
Yeah.
plot setup was the equivalent of getting a pass from fucking Michael Jordan, except they dropped it.
Or Michael Bay.
No, this would be like if Scottie Pippen suddenly tried to make a fucking jump from the three-point line and bounced his head off the goddamn rim.
Yep.
Just
I know, clearly we're disagreeing on a whole bunch of things with this anime.
all over the
Jesus
basketball
Christ.
court.
Is there anything you remember about this show? Like the
The
first
guy getting hit
episode?
by a car.
Anything
Guy
else?
liking, models, the guy having a bunch of like model mechs.
He's a mecha otaku.
Also that he's
I remember
really
that.
smart with programming. He's like super smart.
I remember
Like
Yeah,
in
he's
the,
a
like that
hacker.
line of dialogue where they're like, "Oh, he's really good on the computer and he can get shit done because he's super smart when it
And all he
comes
does
to
is
being
tap a
behind
bunch
a
of
computer."
keys.
Yeah,
remember the two kids were
He just taps, like-
twins. I remember Arrow was suddenly like a child for some reason. I remember some pedophilia.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna pick your brain later.
pick.
Oh.
Wait, there was pedophilia?
Oh yeah.
I didn't even notice it. Jesus
What's
Christ. I noticed the pedophilia in World Break, but not in this.
What?
Jesus.
No. The one half sibling was the mother to the two twins. I remember that much.
Oh,
That was
Dear.
fucking weird.
yeah. I really hated
what
how they had to establish that the main character is really cute by just having generic female love interest girl go up to him and say, "You're so cute," and then hug him. When he's not even that cute looking. Like, do you think he's cute? Because I sure don't.
But they're never cute. They're supposed to be an everyman.
They're just the same fucking
Supposed to be an everyman. They're
character
never cute.
design as every
Huh?
other character
They're
design.
never- Why do you make us watch anime if you dislike it more than we do?
Right.
No, I don't dislike it more than you do. You guys dislike it way more than I do.
Right now.
Changed from a modern slice of life to medieval mechs. I completely lost interest.
It went from a slice of life to like an isekai anime. Like,
Okay, so this is Dorothy if she landed in the Munchkinville, and then the Wicked Witch just came around and kicked her right in the fucking clam. Like, out of nowhere.
God, what the fuck, man?
That's what
Kicking
this
her in the
feels like.
clam. I'm.
This feels like an out of nowhere fucking. Like I said, this feels like Dorothy steps out of the house into the Munchkin land, and the fucking Wicked Witch of the West just comes along and is like, "You killed my sister." Bam! Right in the clam. Completely fucking spread her pussy across her legs. Like, just absolutely demolishes the fucking Dorothy, and then just starts kicking the shit out of her. That's how this show feels. It's so out of nowhere.
I know how Eru or Airy or whatever the fuck his name is feels now. Eru, that's his name.
He's Dorothy and kicked in the crotch.
Did you guys watch the dubbed version by any chance? I'm assuming you did.
Yeah, that's the worst fucking part. It was in English. I still lost track.
Yeah, it's English, but did you notice like the dubbing being like really awful in this one? Especially with the main character. Like the main character sounds like the fucking worst thing ever.
No worse than the other anime.
It sounds like he's trying as hard as he can to sound like a girl. But
it sounds like
a Funimation.
It sounds like a middle-aged woman trying to
no,
be
it was Katakawa.
It's a middle-aged woman trying to be a kid.
Or maybe it was
you'd have to
Sentai
look it up.
Filmworks. I don't know.
You have to look it up. It's a middle-aged woman trying to be a kid.
Is a middle-aged woman like blonde?
Oh, fucking what's her face? Tara Strong made a career out of that.
Yeah, probably. It's I
Out
know
of
it was
being
done by
blonde?
Funimation. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I know it was done by Funimation. I know that it's clearly a middle-aged woman trying to be a boy.
Look at Ash.
That's fucking sad.
Oh, I guarantee you. Guarantee you. No.
Like I'm saying, it's really sad.
It's an American, it's an American woman trying to be. Okay, so let's see. We're talking about Arrow, right? Arrow in as the kid version was voiced by Alexis Tipton. Who fucking called it?
Well, I mean that's incredibly common though, because if they cast young boys,
I'm dying.
they grow up.
She's an ADR person for fucking Funimation. She went to Texas Tech. Of course, it's her. Like, there's no way it wasn't gonna be her.
Wow.
And all she has on her record is a bunch of anime. She did Corpse Princess and My Bride is a Mermaid and
My Bride is a Mermaid. Man, what a thrill that was.
I'm just grabbing random fucking titles because I don't know.
The Mech Bride.
Just keep picking random titles. I can let you know that I've seen some of them.
Of course you have.
And you can feel sorry for me.
She dubs 15 fucking shows a year. Jesus Christ! Of course she's associated with. Oh hey, she played Trunks in Dragon Ball Super Broly.
I was gonna say, I'm willing to bet she probably did fucking Trunks.
Yeah, that.
She played fucking my swimming trunks when I'm taking a piss.
She was Pearl Fey in the fucking Ace Attorney anime. That's where I know her from.
Oh, no shit.
Lovely. Objection, Your Honor.
When I know her from, she was in the Fire Force and in the fucking Ace Attorney anime. That's where I know her from.
That's great.
You want to know something weird?
What?
She played fucking Molly Barrow and Tamara Freeborn in Borderlands 2.
What?
What?
I know, right?
How lovely.
She was Hope in Xenoblade Chronicles X. She was Lucina in Fire Emblem Heroes.
I've never played Fire Emblem Heroes.
Me either.
Nier Automata. She was in Dragon Ball Fighter Z. She was in Fire Emblem Echoes and Warriors, where she played Claire and Lucina again. She was in Dragon Ball Legends, of course.
Wait, she played Lucina in Fire Emblem Warriors?
He just said that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
She played one of my favorite Fire Emblem characters. That's cool.
Heroes and in Echoes and in Warriors, yeah.
She probably sucked in Warriors, but I didn't give a shit because I like Fire Emblem Awakening.
In Kakarot, when that came out this year.
Yeah.
And we're off topic. The point is that they cast a middle-aged woman to be the voice of a kid because they always do that because that is so fucking common.
I think the only one who did a good job at that was
Well, I mean, there's a sound reasoning for it because if they cast a young boy to do it, he's gonna age out.
I'm not saying there's not a reasoning to it. I'm just saying, duh.
Either way, it sounded like a really bad impression of a 12-year-old boy.
Well, don't they all look at Ash?
They always do.
But this one was
exceptionally bad.
But
Oh, no worse than the other one. Just
I think the
Cap, do you have
girl who
anything
played
else to say?
Gohan did a good job.
Well, young Gohan,
Why are we
or
talking
Yeah,
about
young
Dragon
Gohan from
Ball?
Dragon Ball Z.
Can we not talk about Dragon Ball anymore?
No.
We only
I mean,
mentioned it like a couple times. That's it.
it just failed to captivate my
Yeah,
attention. I just found myself longing, like, what happened to the dead dude? All right, that's great. There's mechs. Okay, they're in the forest. That's cool. What happened to the dead dude? What happened to the dead dude?
The dead dude got reincarnated as the
No,
middle-aged
yeah.
woman
Addressed
boy.
it.
Yeah, they addressed it. Like, didn't you
When?
see the part where it showed like the dude's shadow of the
They
kid?
didn't address it.
Like, didn't you
They
notice that? That's how
did
they
not
addressed
address
it, and how they addressed that. Like,
They
he's
did
super
not
into
address
robots.
it.
They did address it. Watch the fucking episode again, you dummies.
The character has
That's against the Geneva Convention.
I
the
don't
character
give
has
a
visual
fuck. Watch
similarities, no audio similarities. At best,
Absolutely
they make
not. But,
Yeah.
you know, he's an adult in one world and a kid in the other, so what do you expect? For them to sound the same?
All it would take them was one goddamn line of dialogue. Every fucking show has managed to do it. Brother Goddamn Bear managed to do it. Shrek 2 managed to do it. All it would take is him waking up, looking at a puddle, being confused by who he is, and saying, "Yo, what the fuck?" That's all it took. So easy. I'm a shitty goddamn writer, and even I know how to use that trope correctly.
Oh, no, I think the way they did it was fine.
It's
You're
a trope.
focusing on the wrong things to mock and gawk at.
It still did it.
Well, sometimes
There's
that
so many
trope
better ways
is...
they could have handled the transition.
I'm ready to roll
Well,
over
yeah,
some
of
more.
course. The transition was
Yeah,
bad
yeah, I'm
because
ready
it's
to
rushed as
Do
fuck.
our final thoughts here.
Because,
Do we have to do our final thoughts? Can we talk more about this show and how
I have nothing
great
else
it
to
is?
say.
What do you say?
It feels like
That's a
very long
great
time.
anime, and it deserves all the attention in the world.
So you're gonna go on ad nauseum. Cool.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think it has more going. I think it has a lot going against it, but a bit going for it. But
I mean, the
it's just kind of a
concept,
clash between the two.
the concept in and of itself, sure, it's a it's a good concept. All right, what if mechs were in medieval times? Sure, okay, I
Yeah,
can on
that's
board for
cool.
that. But the execution was fucking awful.
Nightmarish.
Terrible
Nightmarish.
execution.
Nightmarish, huh?
Yes, it was absolutely botched. I cannot even begin to describe how awful it was. Okay, so Cap, I'm gonna jump in ahead of you first on my final thoughts. This show was absolutely awful. It did almost everything wrong. Me as an amateur writer, I feel I could have written this episode better. The only good thing about this entire goddamn episode was that stupid little tortoise battle at the end. 1 out of 10 for the tortoise battle.
What about for the rest of the show?
0 out of 10 if we're not counting the tortoise battle.
Oh man. Well, I thought the battles were really cool. They did a good job, especially when
It just consists-
Knight
it's
came
the
in and fought the
stereotypical,
bug.
I have my weapon and I'm screaming my attack.
That one
Yeah,
battle
the
was
screaming my attack thing is stupid. They really
the-
need to stop doing that shit.
turtle thing was cool. That was the only good battle in the entire episode.
Was it a
The
turtle
one-
thing or was it fighting the monkeys? I don't know.
Oh, it was a big giant turtle thing, like a tortoise.
Oh, the like in episode 2 or something, because
Oh, right at the end of the episode.
And then it opened
Yeah,
its
like,
mouth, and it was supposed to be this ominous cliffhanger. I
yeah,
guess.
Avalugg from Pokemon.
Sure.
Yeah, Pokemon
That
X
was
and Y,
cool.
Avalugg. Yeah, that monster was pretty cool. It was even
That-
cooler in
that-
episode 2. You got to see him
that.
kill some motherfuckers.
It seems like
Totally awesome.
whoever wrote this had a giant boner for Gundam and medieval fantasy, but didn't care to develop the plot much
And
further
forgot
than
to
that.
take his
Like the
ADHD
Metalcore
pills or ADHD
Correct.
medication.
Because you can meld fantasy and old timey stuff. Like look at Trigun. They have space travel and Old West, and they do it well.
I will say the first episode was not
Cool.
very good, but it definitely kind of picks up a bit more in the second episode, and it gives off a
First
bit more
Alien.
context.
What other ones have Tekken?
Wow,
Age
who
of-
would have thought I'd say something like that? Jesus fucking Christ.
trying to think.
Cowboys
Usually
versus
it's either first episode or I'm out.
That
Westworld.
kind of does it with the well.
Dead kinda does it. What was that one? Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
That was
Wild
real.
West with Will
I
Smith
actually
used this concept better than this movie did.
enjoyed
Even though
one.
that movie is pure dog shit on a
Wild
hot
Wild
piece of
West
toast.
used this concept better than this movie did. It's a Western movie set in an older time with goddamn mechs. It used this concept better than this movie did. I refuse to budge on that stance.
I agree. I actually enjoyed Wild Wild West, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Wild Wild West.
I've never seen Wild Wild West. I've just heard it's shit.
Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West. I know the
Wiki.
song.
I miss when Will
Wild West.
Smith would
Just
rap to
Wild.
like do like a rap song for every movie he did.
Did he do one for iRobot?
No.
Damn.
I was about to like, imagine if he did one for I Am Legend.
If he did it for I Am
Kill
Legend,
my
that
dog.
would be
Oh,
cool.
I'm gonna rap about the fact that I'm gonna fucking die in this movie.
Took my
Sacrifice
dog.
James West, yeah. Huh.
I'm gonna die.
Okay, so final
I
thoughts.
can't wait to be Will Smith. I want to be just like
From
Will
wishing Will
Smith.
Just final thoughts, Cap.
They killed the only interesting character, and they expect us to accept the world as is, without much development.
He wasn't an
Truthfully,
interesting character.
They killed the only interesting character. They had him hit by a fucking bus. And then
How is
I
he
feel like this
interesting?
is- I don't know. The fact that he got hit by a bus.
Besides being hit by a bus?
Yeah, I mean that's.
Dude, do you even anime?
This feels like the.
You're gonna
fifth
see
episode
people
of
getting
already
hit by a
established
bus
anime.
or a car a billion fucking times.
I'm putting the veto on this conversation because this is gonna go nowhere.
To conclude, I have a bad feeling about how bad this anime is. 2 out of 10.
Oh, more
Oh.
generous.
Clearly, I'm the only
Sweet.
one that will stick by its side, despite how much shit I throw at it. And
Per usual.
as usual, yes, I'm going to
You know
throw
how we
shit at.
felt when we covered Linkin Park.
Yeah, I'll throw shit at pretty much anything, even if it's something I really like.
Yeah, just to be a shithead.
Yeah, just to be a shithead.
Typical.
Because, that's who I am. I'm a piece of fucking shit. I don't know. I thought this anime was okay.
See, I'm an American working man because that's who I am and that's who I care about.
I'm an American man.
I'm a
I
Japanese
am a real
boy.
American.
I love, man, you guys are
It's actually
so
for Tommy
hicky.
Boy, Dan Aykroyd.
You should go listen to your
Fucking-
country music,
I
you
know who
fucking
you're
cunts.
going for there, fucking Callahan parts.
In
Stole
summary,
1,000 brake
oh,
pads!
for fuck's sake. Hey, I stole
Great
your line, buddy. Anywho, when this anime tries to be cute, it sucks. When it tries to, establish character development, it sucks.
Sexy.
When it shows action, it's really fun and cool. When it's trying to be funny, it does a halfway decent job at it. So,
No, it doesn't.
so I don't know. Whatever funny parts they sort of had, I kind of laughed. Just some of them, not all of
There
them.
were funny parts.
Well, in the second episode, there were. Like, when, I guess I'll spoil it because you guys aren't going to bother with this bullshit. Where this kid sees this one guy cowering away from the fight because, of course, we need a character like that. And then the night guy's like, I don't want to fight. I'm too scared. I'm going to get killed by that Avalug. And then the kid's like, okay, and then just fucking shoots him. And then he takes over his Gundam style. I mean, his silhouette knight, silhouette robot knight suit, and gets to control it. So his arc is already complete.
So let's get
Of all the things they named them,
But the
Silhouette
banter
Knights.
between the two of them was kind of funny.
what they actually did was they just did a bit that would have been much, much, much funnier on
Basically
like,
everything
One Punch
else.
Man. Yeah, so they did something that would have been funnier on One Punch Man.
I've never seen One Punch Man.
How? What the fuck?
I can't be bothered to watch those
You'll
really
watch
popular
this garbage?
animes.
You won't watch One Punch Man?
Nope. Because I'm
Oh
not
my
interested. I'm not interested in
What
watching.
the hell?
I'm not interested in
Ladies and
watching
gentlemen, you are
Attack
listening to
on
the
Titan.
final episode of Why We Shouldn't Do Podcasts.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, guys, but you are no longer a part of the podcast.
You're no longer a part of the podcast. We're
No,
going
you.
goddamn-
No, you.
Bankruptcy!
You know what? Because you guys said that, I'm just gonna say this. This anime is excellent, and I give it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
Take that.
Boo. Boo.
But
Play more in the
serious.
field already.
But
Boo.
seriously, I'll just give it a 5. It's not good. It's not worth watching. I mean, if you want to watch the fun action knight stuff
Before we wrap
where
this
knights
episode-
use magic powers to kill some bugs, then I'd
But
say,
it could have been executed so much better.
well, it's a fucking anime from 2017. What do you want? Like, pretty
Yeah,
much every
but-
anime from 2017 sucks cock.
I want it to be better
Every
than the
single
movie from
one.
the fucking
Except
90s.
for-
That's what I want it to
Except
be.
for maybe a couple, but, like,
The bar was set really low, and somehow they managed to still not hit
I
it.
want it.
yeah.
All I want is for it to be better than the movie from the early 90s.
Wild Wild
That's all I
West you're
want.
talking about, or is it a different one?
Wow,
Late
wow,
90s,
wow.
whatever. Time out. Before we wrap this up, I have a very important question for you.
Yo,
You,
what's up?
Josh, you brought us two things that you yourself gave 5 out of 10.
The
Why?
point. Well, to show that.
No.
It's-
Before you say what you're about to say, let me speak clearly into the audience. It's just the audience, guys. Don't interrupt, because I want them to know this.
Okay.
5 out of 10.
I don't know what the
Continue.
fuck he said, but
You said 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Yes.
Convi-
Because it's
Why?
I mean, it's just it does the things that it does decently, but you know, it doesn't go beyond that level. There are a lot of things going against it as there are things going for it. Like for that Issues album, I like the ideas that they have every now and again, and there's a couple songs on there that are good. And then with the anime, I think the action really the action
Why
and the
you-
animation makes up for the poor story and the awful characters. That's all I have to say.
My question was not why you gave them a 5 out of 10. My question was why you brought us two things that you consider a 5 out of 10. to
Oh no,
the table.
because you guys like mediocre shit like that Linkin Park album, so I thought,
the record,
you know,
Everything
I thought
I've brought to the table, and
mediocre
everything I will
shit.
continue to bring to the table, has gotten the highest ratings. Just putting that out there.
Not Devilman Crybaby. That shit was fucking terrible.
Interesting to discuss.
I don't know. I thought those two were kind of interesting to discuss.
I definitely will give you that. They were interesting to discuss. However, again, not to toot my own horn, but all the things I have suggested are good things to discuss and good things to watch or listen to.
So basically, you're tooting your own horn. Give me a fucking break.
Yes. Yes,
All the
I'm
things
awesome.
I brought are interesting as art projects and as deeper contextual meanings. What's deep in context about a Metalcore album and another anime?
I think
I
we've
don't know.
established precedent here for what we all will
Metalcore album
suggest.
does something different from other Metalcore albums, and anime
It
does
sucks.
something
I'll give you that.
does things that other animes do, but a bit better. Like-
Better. you say.
A bit
You
better,
hear
yeah.
that?
So,
Yeah.
if you thought that was bad, it only gets worse from here, baby.
Was my
Hell
hearing
yeah.
correct? Did he just call that better?
Regardless, I'm glad I got you back after you showed me that Brothers Grunt shit. So, whatever pain you've received from
I'd
my
sooner
picks, you
watch
fucking
more
deserve
Brothers
it.
Grunts than I would watch more of this.
Oh God, no! You're lying.
Oh! And the truth shall come out, ladies and gentlemen.
God fucking
The
damn
truth
it!
shall set you free from
No,
liar.
I
liar.
swear to God, I need to find two other
soiled
people to
it.
do this
I'm a
podcast with,
dear.
which will just
soiled it.
blindly agree with everything
soiled
I
it.
fucking say.
On
You
my
soiled
freaking
it.
Damn you
computer,
guys.
It's from the Hudson Valley in New York.
This was supposed to
What,
be
true?
my redemption. This was supposed
Yeah,
to be the
you-
part where you guys were like, "Oh, this is the best anime you've recommended to us." but it
I'm
turned out it
sorry,
was the
you
worst.
went wide right on this one.
Damn.
My beer is from Walden, New York. Let's see if you can guess what beer it is.
Ashton
Walton, New
Kutcher.
York?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Ashton
It's
Kutcher
not
from
Saranac
Two and
Valley,
a
is
Half
it?
Men. He's Walden.
Oh, it's Walden, New York, in the Hudson Valley.
Walden, New York, in the Hudson
Your
Valley.
beer is from there?
Let's see how Cap knows his. Let's see how Cap knows his national New York brands.
All right, Cap,
Is
you're
your
on
beer?
you're on the spotlight. Dazzle us.
Saranac's from like Saratoga.
It's a natural, gluten-free beer product.
A beer product? We don't get many beers from like downstate though.
It's gluten free. Come
It's
on.
legally considered a beer, and it's gluten-free, and it does not use yeast.
That should.
It's not like one of those like not your father's root beers or anything, is it?
It's generally lumped in with those, even
Jesus
though it's
fucking
a
Christ.
beer brewed without yeast.
Fuck,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeet,
Angry Orchard
motherfucker,
Hard
yeet.
Cider, ladies and gentlemen.
Angry Orchard, fuck me.
Fuck
Brewed in
you.
downstate New York in the Hudson Valley.
The cherry blossom of that is really good.
Huh.
And
Both of
then
them are really good. I mean, rosé.
I was gonna say the rosé is really good too, but they did a cherry blossom one time.
You know, I've never tried the cherry blossom. The rosé is a little sweet for me. My personal favorite is the pear, but I can never find it in the 6-pack, so I always just settle for getting it when I see it in the 12-pack, and then otherwise I just drink the regular.
See, we have all the funky flavors here. I think they had Honeycrisp once.
And the unfiltered is really good.
I need to try cherry blossom at some point in time.
The
Dude,
Strongbow
what we have to do
cherry
is we're gonna
blossom is
have to
really good.
We're gonna have to make a beer exchange among the podcast members.
I've already
you're
seen
already-
like a whole bunch of.
I'll send me some of his really good Canadian beers, and then I'll send you some local Idaho brews, and you'll send me some fucking you'll send me some proper hard ciders.
I've already seen so many anime cherry blossom trees, so it
Dude, we got
would
like
be
so many
cool
local
if I.
breweries though. It's ridiculous.
It would be cool if I drank some cherry blossom.
I would just
Alcohol
want some of the
beverages
weird
or
Angry
some
Orchard
shit.
flavors.
It's hard though because I
Right,
feel like they're
more
like,
and drink cherry blossoms. You fucking weirdo.
I
Make
thought
a
there was
cherry
a
blossom
cherry
tea.
blossom flavored alcohol beverage, wasn't there?
yeah. We were
I don't
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Exactly. I don't know what
So-
you're talking about.
next episode.
Yeah, Cap has some has a recommendation. What's the you've
So
got
next
something
episode
to talk about?
we will
It's
be
your pick.
discussing the HBO series Euphoria and the album Chromatica by Lady Gaga.
Cherry blossom beer is
Yes, we're gonna talk about Chromatica. Stay tuned for that. And we need to fill some time in here somehow.
Yeah.
How
Fill
can we
time.
fill more time in?
But we do not, because I'm just going to point out real quick before we end. You stupid fucker! It is the rosé. I knew it.
It's a road.
What the fuck?
It is the rosé. The rosé is the cherry blossom. The
Oh,
truth shall set you free.
somebody popped
There we
his
go.
cherry.
You know what? It's Strongbow has cherry blossom and rosé.
No, that's a reference to The Exorcism, right?
How can
Liar,
we keep
liar.
referencing shit
Yeah,
that
liar,
I don't
liar.
even know of? I know
I
Liar
reference-
Liar. That's the
I
one
reference
from
the,
Jim Carrey, right?
Yes, and
Yeah.
that's
Wait, so
reference
he's referencing.
Exorcism. That's why he follows it up with "This house is clear."
Oh, okay. I've never seen The Exorcist.
Reference
So,
The Exorcism.
Yeah,
I was confused with the Liar Liar. I was referencing Exorcism, and then you fucking threw me through a loop, and I'm wait, what?
yeah. Seen The
God damn it.
Exorcist. So
Does The
that would
Exorcist
explain that.
feature
My
Jim
bad.
Carrey?
Yes.
Wait,
All
what?
right, I'm in.
This
Give
pen
that a
is-
watch. Stay tuned.
pen is
We're listening to Chromatica, and we're watching what?
Euphoria.
No.
Euphoria.
You
We're
can't
watching
make
that.
me.
Well,
Well,
tough
that's what
shit.
we're covering next episode. So
Yeah.
Just out of
So
spite, I'm
suck
gonna
a fucking
listen to
dick.
just out of spite, I'm going to listen to Dark Horse.
By Nickelback?
oh god.
No. I'm talking
Oh,
about.
knock your pants around your knees.
Oh god.
You're so much cuter when you never pull it out. 'Cause you look so much cooler with something in your mouth.
Look at this photograph.
No, that's off of all the right
Hey.
reasons.
Okay,
No.
So can we not?
Yeah, it is.
Can we not, guys? Can we not argue about fucking Nickelback of all things? Because
Yeah, good idea.
all-
We'll argue about it in the next episode. Sound good?
Josh is
Sounds
right on
good.
this aspect. Josh
Okay.
is right on this aspect. But who fucking cares? It's Nickelback.
I
guess
care
you could say,
because I'm
never
a
made it as
nickel.
a wise man.
Okay, that's off of the long road.
No.
Fucking silver side up, you dumbass.
Sorry, they all sound the same to me. Anyways, so be sure to check out Product Placement Paranoia on YouTube. That's me. I also have another channel, namely Josh Reviews or whatever the fuck. And probably a few others. I don't know. But a Product
You make
Placement
a new
Paranoia,
YouTube
that's
channel
my...
every week.
Yes, I just recently made a new one called Kick Lick Balls, and it's just it's just videos of my dog licking bowls. So
Nice cap.
check that one out. Cap?
To follow me on YouTube, Oddback Machines, and stay tuned for my novel coming out sometime this year.
Oh yeah, I guess it will be coming out this year, huh?
Sure will.
Yeah, Happy New Year. There's
Happy
shitty
New
novels
Year.
coming out.
Yes.
Conquest.
I'm Conquest of Star Garnet Studios. I will be bringing you many pieces of content soon, including some mixology courses. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah,
Cheers,
you'd
folks.
be more bored than ever with that shit. Also, be sure to check out my Twitter at MetaHuman72. I also have another Twitter account at PPP_official. And I have an Instagram, which makes fun of, Instagram people like the Chainsmokers with Jordan Neals.
You
That's
do you
probably...
make fun of unprivileged kids and developmentally disabled kids on Instagram too?
No, I just make fun of privileged kids.
No, I'm
who
pretty
have-
sure you make
who
fun
have
of
rich
developmentally disabled
parents.
kids on that Instagram too.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but regardless, follow me on there. I'm very
Totally
active
said
on there, and I'm
Two
totally funny.
chromosomes is the way to go on that Instagram.
No, we'll talk about chromosomes in Chromatica, okay?
Oh, God.
So,
Not.
Deal.
guys, did we do a good job here, or what?
I think it's safe to say it's time for
podcast.
This is why we shouldn't do podcasts. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.